everybody. This is Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch, and I'm coming to you from the Search Engine Strategy Show in Chicago, Illinois, 2007. And today I'm speaking with Bill Leake from Apogee Search. And the reason I'm speaking with Bill today is because Bill and I were on a panel together, and a very exciting panel, I must say. What was it called?
Something about paid links.
Oh yeah, are paid links evil? That's right. Guaranteed to have a nice high adrenaline emotional conversation, but I felt that there was value to the conversation, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So Bill, what do you think about this whole are paid links, or let's start even from the beginning. What is this, in case somebody, the people that are listening, why is this even a topic?
Yeah, this is a topic because Google successfully captured the lion's share of the search ecosystem with a better algorithm, and an algorithm that relied on web votes. Much as Dig, relies on votes to see which news stories are relevant, Google relies on links as the primary part of its algorithm. So on any kind of competitive keyword, about 80%, roughly 80% of Google's algorithm is based on link popularity, and only about 20% based on stuff that historically has been under your direct control, the stuff that's on page, on your web page. So most of Google on a competitive key phrase is driven by how does the rest of the web vote for you?
Yeah.
And the way they communicate that vote is with a link. And so once people figured that out and figured out that, hey, I've got an important web property, and if I link to someone, that link has value, people with valuable web properties naturally wanted to say, hey, it's a free market, and I own this valuable web property, and if I'm going to link to you, what's in it for me?
Yes. So they said, hey, why don't you throw me some money, and I'll give you a link on a nice high page rank page, and now you're one of the cool kids.
Right. Just like newspapers for ages, the newspaper websites. You go to their rate card, and they'll sell you a link.
Yes, yes.
And that's become increasingly common because, all of us who have websites and email addresses probably get, spam from overseas with some, garbled English message saying, hey, saw a website, you have good website, me too, let's link.
Yes.
And there's lots and lots of link spam requests.
Yeah.
Those historically have a very fast path, never fast enough, but a fast path to the recycle bin. Yes. However, when someone sends, if you got an email message that said, I like your website and I'd like to discuss a financial transaction.
Yes.
In which I would pay you to link to me.
Yes.
Some of those, a higher percentage of those, would not make it to the recycle bin. Historically, they'd make it to the, let me have my controller, CFO, or my marketing team follow up with you on that.
Yes.
And there's a lot of that that's historically been going on over the last 5-6 years.
Yes.
There's a whole industry that's sprung up about this buying of links. And Google's a little concerned with that.
Yeah.
Because in the Google universe, Google wants to be able to sort of totally control who they rank, how they rank, when they rank. They kind of have this love-hate relationship with the entire website promotion business.
Yeah.
Except for the piece of it that writes them checks for Google AdWords. So it's, the Google algorithm has not necessarily kept full pace with the market development of paid links.
Yes.
So the marketplace has been an efficient and robustly evolving marketplace, and the Google algorithm has been working very hard to catch up.
Yes.
And now Google, over the last several months, has been taking increasingly strong stance on the paid link piece, because for a variety of reasons they don't like the ability for people to write checks that might have a positive impact on their search engine rankings.
Yes. So we have two sides that are kind of duking it out in an emotional battle.
Yeah.
Google's a little upset. People are buying links to artificially, as they say, inflate ranking. And now the people that have been buying these links are a little upset with Google because they're not happy that Google is now throwing down the gauntlet and saying, this is not how we are going to, we're not going to reward these links anymore.
Right.
And so now we're going head to head. And is there a right or wrong side to this?
Well, one thing to remember is that Google, in a free market, it is Google's search engine, and Google can and will do what they want to do, and they do have the right to say what they're going to reward and not reward in their search engine, and people also have the right to not use the Google search engine or not care about their rankings there. From a commercial perspective, and I think here's one of the things we tried to do in our panel. The first time SES did an Are Paid Links Evil panel, it was really just getting the emotion out.
Yes.
You know, it was like a celebrity death match where you had, a cage match where you had the sides just really going at it emotionally.
Yes.
And probably was very entertaining. Now that all the emotions are out, the next thing to do is to figure out, okay, now what do we do with this?
Right.
Our clients are primarily commercial entities.
Yes.
They view their website as an extension of not only their brand, but also their field marketing, and they're trying to make some money on the web. What do they do in this whole situation?
Yes.
And that's really the challenge, because paid links still work.
Yes.
And they still provide rankings.
Right.
However, Google's out there on notice saying, we're watching very carefully, and we reserve the right to penalize not only link sellers, but down the road, potentially link buyers.
Yes.
And so the whole universe of a straight up, I give you $5, you give me a link, is moving from the realm of kind of white hat ethical SEO into higher risk behavior.
Yes.
And for a lot of us who have really focused on not taking on the clients who want high risk behavior,
yes,
this becomes something we've got to be really careful with as an industry.
Right on.
And we have to figure out more creative ways to get links. Now, it's hard to have any kind of black and white on the internet.
Yes.
There are always shades of gray.
Yes.
There are a lot of other places to get links that still do involve financial transactions.
Yes.
I would, in the panel, one of the things we talked about, a lot of clients have partners and channels.
Yes.
And contractually, sometimes there's a fee to be a member of a VAR program or vice versa.
Yes.
There are lots of things in which dollars are transacted,
Yes.
but it's a bundle deal.
Yes.
Even an ad buy. You go to a radio station and you do an ad buy.
Right.
More and more of the radio stations, if they're going to try to preserve the link benefit of their website,
Yeah.
probably the right approach for them is not a quid pro quo where you can just buy a text link with a do follow tag.
All right.
It's if you buy this much worth of stuff in our store, oh, you get a free link with a do follow tag.
Right.
So the market will adjust to this, and
Yes.
part of what we need to do is figure out where and how is the market adjusting, and how do we stay on the right side of those Google guidelines? Because clearly there are, if you give money to a charity as a
Yeah.
corporation, they will link back to you.
Yes.
Is that a paid link in the Google universe? I'm not even trying to take the hard cases that are
Right.
bad law. I'm trying to take baby steps away.
Yes.
We think trade associations are a great place to go get links.
Yes.
Look at your existing links.
Yes.
If they're already linking to you and they're not linking to you the way you want them to, look at your existing links and offer everyone who's linking to you that you care about, offer them $100 to change the format of the link to something you give them. You're not paying them to link, you're just
Right.
paying them to change the link.
Change the link. That's right. That's exactly right.
So there's still a bunch of things, and that's really a compensation for their time.
Yes. Yes.
Because it takes time to go log into your website and change a link.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yes. That's a development issue almost.
And a lot of clients might actually already have enough links to do what they need to get done. They're just links that don't help them.
Yes. Yes. So maybe just tweaking that might be the.
It's remodeling the house. It's
Yes.
just coming in and redoing the kitchen in a way that is going to keep the folks in the house happy for a while,
Yes.
and paying the remodelers for their time.
Yes. Yes. So as search marketers, we can complain about this all we want,
Yeah.
but in reality, this is the reality, right? And there is no law that says
No.
Google must adhere to this algorithm. If they wanted to say the only way you're going to get onto Google is if you link to this one website, if you can get links from this one website, they have the right?
They absolutely have the right.
Whatever they want.
And it's a Google world, and
Yeah.
one of the things that I think all of us who are trying to be very hard to be kind of the leading edge of the industry have said is, the Google rankings are, unfortunately for Microsoft and Yahoo, but are the ones that matter.
Yes.
If I go to a client and say, I'm going to get you a top 10 ranking on any one of the following 20 search engines, and you
Yes.
still see those guarantees out there.
Yes.
No, that's a malpractice red flag. A client needs to come back and say, well, what are you going to do for me on Google?
Yes.
And since it is a Google world,
Yes.
we have to play by those rules.
That's right.
And